Hello everyone, this is the video for 10th class students, subject mathematics, and chapter name is pair of linear equations in two variables. We know that the general form of linear equation in two variables, that is nothing but ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. But here we have a pair of linear equations in two variables. That means pair means there are two equations. So we know that each linear equation in two variables defined as a straight line, means graphically it is a straight line. If you want to solve the pair of linear equations in two variables graphically, what you are supposed to do is, for two equations, for one equation you find four solutions, another equation also find four solutions, represent all these eight solutions on the same coordinate system so that you will get two lines. Those two lines might be intersecting, might be parallel or coincident. If at all they are asking you to find the solution, the line should be intersecting only, so that you will get a common point or common solution for those both lines. That will be comes under the solution for both the lines. So in that way we can solve the equations graphically. Already we were discussing in our class. And next, coming to the general form of pair of linear equations in two variables is a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Just a1 b1 c1, a2 b2 c2, this only the extra things. Here we can say that a1 b1 c1, a2 b2 c2 are nothing but they are the real numbers, and these two conditions also they must be followed. And coming to here, if you take the pair of linear equations in two variables like this, so here you see the condition, if a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, then we can say that graphically they are intersecting lines, and these intersecting lines will have only one solution. And also we can say that these are consistent, means dependent. And coming to here also we are taking a pair of linear equations into variables. Here a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 equal to c1 by c2. All the ratios are equal. Then we can say that the lines are graphically coincident, and coincident lines infinitely they'll have many solutions. And this type of lines also comes under consistent. They are also dependent. Coming to the next condition, if a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 but not equal to c1 by c2, then we can say that the lines are graphically parallel lines. If they are parallel, they will not have any solution, and also this type of lines are called inconsistent. And coming to the next slide, here let us find the unknown value, like the value of k, for which the following system of linear equations has no solution. If these two equations are not having any solution, then you find the value of k. Here we know that if these two lines are not having any solution, we know that a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, which is not equal to c1 by c2. Just take out the values of a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2. So those are nothing but x coefficient, y coefficient and constant, and again x coefficient, y coefficient and constant. You just separate those values from the equations and substitute in the given condition, like a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 not equal to c1 by c2, so that you will get 2 by 3 equal to minus k by 2. Just do the cross multiplication, so that you will get k is equal to minus 4 by 3. In this way we can get the unknown value. Okay, if they give the system of linear equations has no solution, like that condition they will mention in the problem itself, so that we can find the unknown values from the equations. Yeah. Next, as we discussed in the class, we have substitution method to solve the linear equations algebraically, elimination method, and also reducible equations method. These all methods we have, and also we have cross multiplication method also. So here we'll see we are going to see how the linear equations in two variables are going to solve using substitution method. The conditions are already, I told you in our class also, what we are supposed to do if you want to solve any problem using substitution method means you are supposed to select one equation make x or y as subject. After making x or y as subject, substitute that value in the another equation so that you can able to find the value of one variable. So if one variable, when you know the value of one variable, you substitute that value in any of the equations given primarily. So from that you can get the value of y. Here only you can see that here they gave these two equations. Here I am selecting second equation and I am making y as subject. I am substituting in the place of y. See here, in the place of y I am just taking x minus 3. Why? Because of y is equal to x minus 3. From this equation only I got. So here I am getting the value of x. Whenever I am getting the value of x, I will substitute the value of x in this first equation or second equation or third equation, wherever I can substitute, so that I'll get the value of y. So then and then I can find the solution of the linear equations. These two are the solutions, x and y values. And if you have any doubts, if you want to verify also, just substitute this x and y values in both the equations so that you will come to know whether it is correct or not. And here you see the elimination method. So in the elimination method, we are supposed to eliminate one variable, that might be x or maybe y. Here you see these two are the equations that I am taking. Here I want to eliminate variable y. So what I am doing is, here what is the quotient of y? 3. Here what is the quotient of y? It is 2. Here it is 2, here it is 3. So what you do is you multiply this equation with the 3 and this equation with 2, so that you will get two equations like this. After getting these two equations, just do subtraction. Do subtraction so that 6y is going to cancel. 9x minus 4x, which is 5x, so that it will be 25. So x is equal to 5. So whenever you get the value of x, you substitute this value of x in any one of the equations, so that you will get the value of x or y also. So that is the solution, x comma y. 5 comma whatever the value that you are going to get here for y, that is the solution. So like this we can solve the problems in elimination method. Now let us see how to solve using a cross multiplication method. Simply in this method you are supposed to follow this formula so that you can be able to solve the value of x and y. The formula is x by b1c2 minus b2c1 is equal to y by a2c1 minus a1c2, which is equal to 1 by a1b2 minus a2b1. So we know that how to get the values of a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2. So select those values and substitute in the formula that is given. So after that you will get three ratios like this: x by 56, y by 70, 1 by 14. Equate first and last ratios, x by 56 and 1 by 14. Equate those two so that you will get the value of x. Equate y by 70 and 1 by 14 so that you will get the value of y. So whenever you get the values of x and y, that is only the solution for the pair of linear equations given. That's it. In this way we can solve any problem in cross multiplication method. Now here you see reducible equations method. Here what we are supposed to do is, here you can find a common thing in the denominator. I am sure about that. So here in these two linear equations we can find the common thing as, here x minus 1, here also x minus 1, here y minus 2, here also y minus 2. So let us consider this 1 by x minus 1 as p and 1 by y minus 2 is equal to q, because of they are in the denominator. Like this you take p and q like this, and now whenever you took the values of 1 by x minus 1 is equal to p, 1 by y minus 2 is equal to q, these two equations are going to change the equations as like this: 5p plus q is equal to 6p minus 3q is equal to 1. Now you solve these two equations by using of any method, or elimination method, substitution method, or cross multiplication method. Here we are going to find the values of p and q. You can use any method, not only that is mentioned in the slide. You can find the values of p and q with any method. After finding the values of p and q, what we took p as 1 by x minus 1. Now you equate that value 1 by x minus 1 is equal to 1 by 3 and do the cross multiplication so that you will get the value of x. Similarly, 1 by y minus 2 is equal to 1 by 3. Do cross multiplication and find the value of y. So finally this is the solution for the linear equations. pair of linear equations. X is equal to 4 and y is equal to 5. Like this, you can find the solutions of x and y in a reducible equations method. And here see, we'll see the real life applications. See, already in our problems also mostly we were discussed about like one taxi is there, it is collecting some charges for first kilometer, and from first kilometer onwards, there onwards, for each and every kilometer it is collecting some charge. If some person has traveling for 10 kilometers, he paid some amount of money, and some other person is traveling some 20 kilometers, he paid some amount of money. Then you find what is the fixed charge and the kilometer charge. So there we can use our linear equations in two variables method, and we can find that. Not only that one, for example, and also one of the person went to bank, and he withdraw some money. So 500 rupees notes and 1000 rupees notes something are there. So those problems also we can solve using of linear equations. And also here we can expect we can predict some output also, what will happen in the future, like that, based on our linear equations. And most probably, as we discussed in the class, these boat problems, the problems based on boat, the boat is traveling some 24 kilometers upstream with some 4 kilometer per hour speed, and downstream it is traveling some 25 kilometers with 5 kilometer per hour speed. Like that sums we can we solved already. So like this sums also, if you want to solve using of linear equations in two variables, we can easily solve this type of problems, both problems, like upstream and downstream. And thank you. If you have any queries, please share with me so that I can clarify your doubts. Thank you very much.